The Archdiocese of Chicago is a vibrant and diverse faith community. We celebrate our faith through worship, evangelization, and reaching out to the needy. Welcome to Catholic Chicago.
Good morning and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann and we hope your Tuesday is off to a great start already. We extend a warm hello to all who are listening on WNDZ 750 AM here in Chicago and all who are watching our live stream on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. We've got a great show for you today. Catholic Charities Diaper Depot continues to expand in our Cook and Lake County regional offices, responding to the increasing need for diapers among young families. In recent weeks, a number of very special stories have emerged about partners and friends of Catholic Charities going out of their way to extend extraordinary kindness in support of the Diaper Depot. And here to provide an update on the Diaper Depot and share a few of these wonderful stories are four people who have each made a huge impact on the success of this program in recent days. Lisa Roti, Tom Powers, Don Rosanova, and Sarah Holmes. Welcome, Lisa, Tom, Don, and Sarah.
Hello.
Thank you.
Morning.
So glad to have all of you here today and talking about this amazing program that just continues to expand by the week. I should mention that the Cook County and the Lake County Diaper Depots both have the same goal of working with volunteers, donors, and community partners to collect and then distribute diapers to families in need. Today's discussion is going to focus on the Lake County efforts since these stories that we're sharing today have occurred there recently. Lisa, as the Catholic Charities Lake County Regional Director, you have seen the Lake County Diaper Depot grow significantly in recent months. Can you tell us how it started and where it stands today in conjunction with the other basic needs programs that you offer to families who come to Catholic Charities for help?
Sure. Catholic Charities offers basic needs, food, clothing, diapers. And back in 2020, we saw a big need to help young families who are struggling to meet the need of putting clean diapers on their babies. We were in a donated space up in Waukegan from First Midwest Bank. We were there for probably about 10 years, and then they were vacating out of that building, and then we moved to a wonderful partner, community partner, St. Vincent de Paul's thrift store in Libertyville, which was a wonderful space. And then we had the opportunity to move into our new facility, the John and Kathy Schreiber Human Services Catholic Charities building in Round Lake. And that is where we are currently housed in our own facility in Round Lake. And it is just a beautiful place to be able to serve those in need, because at this facility we have a food pantry, the clothing room, and we also have diapers.
And so the opening of that Schreiber Center in 2021 was really a huge event for Catholic Charities because our Waukegan regional office served the residents in East Lake County so well for many years, but there were a lot of residents in the western portion of the very large geographic, Lake County that were underserved. And so the Schreiber Center has been such a gift to now have two regional offices in Lake County. But I have to ask, even with this beautiful brand new facility, how have you been able to coordinate this massive diaper operation on an ongoing basis inside your very busy regional office there?
Well, as most other Catholic Charities programs, we depend heavily on volunteers, and it is through God's divine providence that I have two marvelous volunteers, Don Rosanova and Tom Powers, and they come here every month on the first Wednesday of each month to pack the diaper orders. And they really help keep this train on the tracks so that the diaper orders get packed and delivered out to the internal partners and the external partners so that they in turn can give them to the families so each baby can have nice, clean, dry diapers.
They are both so generous with their time and their talents with Catholic Charities. You know, Don, I'd like to start with you. Your accomplished career as the former president of Mariano's grocery stores chain has been instrumental in your selfless volunteer work for Catholic Charities. We are so fortunate to have your vast retail experience helping to make the Diaper Depot run as effectively as possible. Would you please share with our audience some of the operational details of the Diaper Depot, such as how many diapers are distributed each month, and how many community partners and families are we working with? Can you share some of those details with our audience?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, and thanks for having us here today. It's really great to be back and talk about diaper need with you. You know, we supply basically about 400 babies each and every month. We put clean, fresh diapers on them on an ongoing basis, which is just terrific. And we work with basically 30 internal and external partners. And, you know, I'm actually happy to say, Katie, that we're going to put on some additional partners this year to continue our growth in distributing diapers. And this is really a big, tremendous need in the state. You know, when you talk about the state of Illinois, there's about 200,000 children in the state that are experiencing diaper need. And when you look at the United States, it's about 5 million kids are experiencing diaper need. This is one of the best kept secrets we have in the United States about such a big problem that we have with children and parents experiencing diaper need.
And Don, you've shared with me before that some federally funded programs that assist young families don't include a diaper need, right? They don't include a diaper distribution. So that's one of the reasons behind this growing need across the nation, correct?
Yeah, you're right. The WIC, which is Women, Infant, and Children, does not support providing any diapers, nor does SNAP. And you know, when these type of federally funded programs don't support this big need, you know, parents really are forced to do things that I know they don't want to do. You know, they're reusing diapers, the soiled diapers, putting them back on kids. They're using newspaper, paper towels. They're using plastic bags. And you know, one of the most harmful things that actually happens is they extend the amount of time that they leave the diapers on the kids. And, you know, that leads to health issues, diaper rash and infections. And it actually limits the growth of the child because they're not able to crawl and walk when they have those diapers. It's painful. And the other thing that happens when they don't have the diapers, they don't have diapers for the caregivers or daycare. So they're not able to fulfill their week of work. They miss school. There are so many things that impact the families. You know, they're missing usually about 50 diapers per month. Basically, they're not able to fulfill that economic need. And that's really what we provide at the diaper program through our partners. We provide 50 diapers per child on a monthly basis. And, you know, one of the things that really never gets talked about, the moms, they do diaper math. Each and every month they're figuring out how many diapers do I have and am I able to get through the month? And, you know, that's a tremendous amount of pressure. And that kind of pressure takes away from all those special moments that the child has as they're growing because they're preoccupied with this anxiety and pressure of not having enough diapers for their child.
You've really outlined so many of the key points here, Don, and those packages. Our live stream was showing a video taken by Michael May here at the Archdiocese of Chicago at the Diaper Depot, and everybody was able to see those packets of 50 diapers, all packaged perfectly, in bundles and in boxes to distribute to our community partners. So thank you for helping make us more aware of the specifics of the need out there and how Catholic Charities is trying to address that. Tom, as director of the Lake County Regional Mission Board, you have been so generous with your time in a wide variety of projects for Catholic Charities. Can you tell us a little bit how you got involved with the Diaper Depot?
Yes, thanks, Katie. Like a lot of things that just kind of came about, I thought by accident, but Lisa Roti may have had some hand in my finding the Diaper Depot. I was actually working at a supper in Round Lake, a seniors supper, and they needed some supplies from the warehouse and asked me to go run back and get them. And I ran back there and I saw these picking bins with packages of diapers, and then along a wall pallets of cases of diapers. And I said, what, tell me about this. And Lisa told me about the program. She said, you have to meet Don Rosanova. And as I have said to others before, once you meet Don, you know there's something special going on.
Absolutely.
And then I volunteered at the Diaper Depot, and Don has this amazing army of volunteers that show up every month. The operation is so efficient and the need so dire that once you get involved in it, you're not walking away. It's moving.
And in that regard, you were kind enough, Tom, in recent weeks to coordinate a diaper drive at St. Francis de Sales Parish, your home parish. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that diaper drive went and the reaction you were getting amongst your parishioners when you shared the news about the Diaper Depot?
We're very, very fortunate at St. Francis de Sales to have an incredible leadership in our pastor, Father David Ryan. And when Father Ryan heard of the Diaper Depot, he wanted to meet Don. He met Don. And once he heard about the work that was going on, all he said was, I want to help. And we have a very special parish, a very generous parish. Don and I were invited to speak at all the masses on a weekend in early December. And the parish took up a diaper drive and a second collection. And Father Ryan expressed very much his support of the effort. And I think the parishioners at St. Francis have always been very, very generous. Until you hear about diaper need, it's not something that you think of or comes top of mind when you think of people in need. But once you hear about diaper need, and once you start thinking about it, you go, of course that would be a problem, and a horrible problem that it is. And I don't have any studies to point to verify this, Kay, but I'm pretty sure that every adult that you meet was once an infant. And so people can relate to in their own families or their time as a caregiver of how horrible this could be for the family, for the siblings, and for the infant. And once they're aware of it, people want to help. We just need to do a good job of making sure more and more people are aware of the problem.
And you also, as a team, have done a wonderful job of articulating, the average that most families can get through 3 weeks of the month, purchasing diaper for their infants. But it's that last week, that they really have a hard time with. And as you said, Don, if they don't have diapers, it can be a domino effect of other really serious problems in the family, of lost hours at work because you're taking your infant to the doctor. And so there's just so many aspects of this that you guys are addressing through through the wonderful work of the Diaper Depot. If you guys will please bear with us, we're going to take a break here on the Voice of Charity, and when we return, we're going to hear more about how our Tom and Lisa and Don are creating greater awareness of this need, and we're also going to hear a wonderful story from Sarah Holmes about her generosity and that of her family in recent weeks to support the Diaper Depot. So we thank you for being with us, and we invite you to please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Did you know that Catholic Charities accepts car donations? If you're ready to free up space in your garage and put a stop to all those expenses that go along with owning a car, we will gratefully accept your donation, whether the car is running or not. You choose a pickup time that is convenient for you, and we will make the donation as easy as possible free of charge. You'll receive a charitable donation receipt as well. We accept all types of vehicles nationwide, and you will know that your donation is made to Catholic Charities, an agency you can trust. To learn more about donating your car, call 877-786-4483. That's 877-786-4483. Thank you.
I can't imagine myself going into any other school.
Our school fosters growth by being a backbone to our family.
My kids are incredibly well-rounded. I see a lot of kindness in them on a daily basis.
One of the things I think Catholic schools do well is personalize the learning experience. You can hear joy in the classrooms.
I feel that I'm happy that I am in this kind of school.
Our school communities provide students with academic excellence and character education in a supportive and stable learning environment. Come see for yourself. Visit artchicago.org/findaschool.
Catholic Charities Refugee Resettlement Program has been especially busy this year, assisting individuals and families who have fled dangerous situations in their homeland, including Afghanistan and the Ukraine. The Refugee Resettlement Team helps with everything they need to start to rebuild their lives in a new country, including housing, employment, clothing, food, English classes, and referrals for legal and immigration services. The refugees are tremendously grateful for the compassion and practical help they're receiving, and they're giving back and helping each other plan for a brighter, safer future. Volunteer opportunities are currently available for those who would like to be family mentors and tutors so children and adults can practice English. To learn more about these rewarding opportunities, call 312-655-7096. That's 312-655-7096.
Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and it is my great pleasure today to be here with four dynamic leaders who are helping Catholic Charities respond to the diaper need in Illinois through the Diaper Depot, both in Cook and Lake counties. Today we're kind of focusing on the Lake County operation because there's been some wonderful acts of kindness in support of that operation in recent weeks. Here with me are Lisa Roti, Tom Powers, Don Rosanova, and Sarah Holmes. Welcome back, everybody. And before the break, Don and Tom, we were talking about how you have started to create greater awareness of the need of diapers around Lake County and across Illinois. Can you share with us a little bit about what those efforts are like? Tom, may I start with you?
Yeah, Katie, thank you. Don and I, as Don gave you some great statistics, and the work that has gone on at the Diaper Depot in Lake County is significant. However, we barely scratched the surface in addressing diaper need in Lake County in particular. And we have a desire to be able to serve more, to expand the operation and to serve more. And one way to do that is to approach partners in the community, parishes, and any place of worship, community groups, businesses, large and small, families and individuals can support the Diaper Depot. We also shared our desire to expand what is going on in Lake County with Sally Blount, and I would be remiss in this conversation if I didn't say that when we outlined our desire to expand and to reach out to more organizations and to be able to serve more children, Sally stepped up and provided us with support and sponsorship that will enable us to dramatically grow, if not double, the size of the Diaper Depot, or at least the number of people served by the Diaper Depot in Lake County.
That's just wonderful. And Don, can you restate some of those key statistics again that you're going to be highlighting as you create greater awareness about this need?
Yes, Katie. One of the things that I didn't talk about, the new statistic today with people experiencing diaper need is 1 in 2 families are not able to supply diapers for their children on a monthly basis. And this has grown from the last year or so when we experienced the pandemic, is when the need for diapers really escalated. And we saw this in the Diaper Depot, how the increase of orders came in. We went up almost 50% in the need. And we were struggling for a while supplying all the families. And that's when, luckily, Tom joined forces with us in the diaper program, and we started to talk about, what do we do? How do we get more diapers so we could supply all the families? So, as Tom has mentioned, we've had some opportunities where we've talked to the PEO group in Libertyville. We're going to be talking to the Women's Board and Catholic Charities, and we're always talking about, hey, we're willing to come out and talk about diaper need, because people just don't know. They don't know all the things that happen and how many children are being impacted by this health crisis. Very honestly, when you see the pictures of the children that are experiencing diaper rash and urinary tract infections, it's heart-wrenching. And, it's up to us really to get this message out. So, people will respond, and people will respond. When you hear about babies not having diapers and, the pain that they go through and the family pain, there is a response.
Catholic Charities is so blessed to have you 2 skilled business leaders creating this greater awareness across Cook and Lake counties. And as I said at the top of the show, we've had just some wonderful stories of kindness and generosity in support of the Diaper Depot. You guys are reaching people and they are responding. Sarah Holmes is one of them. Sarah, you and your family have been kindly giving of yourselves to Catholic Charities over many years. Can you share with us some of those ways that you've previously been supporting our mission?
Yeah, before I get started, I just wanted to say, Tom, Lisa, and Don, thank you so much for all of the amazing work that you guys do. Just hearing, even today, again, me being on this call, hearing about just the growth, the awareness, and all of that great stuff. Know that the story I'll share today is like a direct correlation to all of that great work. And so thank you so much. It's making me even think about more ways that we can get this word out in the community. So thank you so much. And thank you for having me today. I've grown up in Lake Forest, going to St. Mary's Parish my whole life. My husband and I got our 14-month-old baptized there when she was just 5 months old. And so we've been very involved in supporting our parish. Recently, when we moved up to Lake Forest 3 years ago, I joined the Guild of St. Mary's. And so getting involved in a lot of the work, I think, has been a natural way that we've continued to work with Catholic Charities. I'll definitely give credit to my parents who have been really influential in helping me and my 3 other siblings appreciate how fortunate we are and different ways that we can give back to the community. Catholic Charities has so many amazing programs. So whether it was me tagging along with my mom or just hearing about all of the different ways that we can give back, I've definitely been close to Catholic Charities since I was little.
Wonderful. And so you had the wonderful occasion, your daughter had her first birthday recently, right? And you used that occasion to do something very special for Catholic Charities.
Yeah, so Kathleen turned 1 in December, and as my husband and I were thinking about how we celebrate 1-year-old birthday parties, have definitely become a trendy, fun way to celebrate. And we started putting the guest list together, and we were like, we have a lot of people that we want to stop by, and we're also very fortunate that Kathleen has several books, several toys, things that are filling up, and very excited and about all of that. But as we were thinking about this being a big event, there was something about this event that felt like we could probably mobilize a lot of people to do something good. I had heard about the Diaper Depot through some of the awareness efforts, Tom and Don, Lisa, that I think you guys have thought a lot about. And my mom had been at an event where she had heard a lot about what had happened, just in terms of this being, Don, to your point, a health crisis, and hearing about, all of the things from the wearing diapers for a long time, the alternatives, the paper towels, the garbage bags. It's so heartbreaking. As a first-time mom, you get thrown into the fire a little bit, and changing diapers every 2 hours and the guidance. And when you hear and you experience that, and then you hear about the moms that I'm sure want to give their children everything and are up against this massive hill to climb, this felt like a very easy thing that we could do. And so those awareness efforts have been awesome. I think the other thing too is when we put it on the invite, hey, no gifts. We just want, bring a pack of diapers. Thought, like everyone would grab, those 25 packs, which is awesome. Like anything, we were just like, this is a great opportunity. What we saw is a lot of generosity from our guests. The people grabbing and going for the bigger boxes, and we had everything gathered on our porch. And I think every single person who came to our house said, what a great idea. I wish I had thought about this. And if I, could take anything away from that, it was just, if a couple people walked away from that birthday party thinking, hey, I could maybe do something like that, think about the outreach and the increase that we could have and really have an impact on the community.
Beautifully said, Sarah. And you shared with me that you collected over 2,400 diapers through your child's birthday party.
Also in business, so wanted that statistic, wanted to see how we did. And, I think that was really impactful. It was really moving, and it definitely inspired my husband and I to think how we continue to do this and educate Kathleen and, hopefully future children about the importance of giving back.
We're so grateful, Sarah. Thank you so much. Lisa, in the short time we have left, can you quickly give highlights of the couple other events that have taken place in recent weeks?
Sure. Elizabeth Simutis has been doing a diaper drive. This is her 20th year or 19th year for the TEDS drive. Elizabeth has a very tragic story where she gave birth to a stillborn, but in order to honor her stillborn son, Ted, every year she does this act of charity to do a diaper drive, and Catholic Charities has been the beneficiary of all these diapers. We also have had Northwestern Memorial. A staff member there organized a diaper drive for her department in the hospital, and they did it virtually. Everyone went online and ordered diapers and shipped them right to the Catholic Charities office in Round Lake. And I am so grateful for Sarah sharing her story. Thank you. These little acts of kindness and charity will help change the world that we live in, because we need more positive stories like these to create a better world. So thank you to everyone.
Beautifully said, Lisa. And what's the best way for anyone in our audience to get more involved with the Diaper Depot?
The best way to get involved is you can email LROTI@CatholicCharities.net, or you can call or text 773-520-0033. Again, that's call or text 773-520-0033. And thank you, Katie, for putting on a wonderful production.
It truly is my honor to be with all four of you today. We thank you so much for creating greater awareness about this issue in Illinois, but also doing something so significant about it. So thank you, Lisa, Don, Tom, and Sarah, for being on a special show here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we
Bye.
invite all of you back again next week for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Bredemann, and we thank you for tuning in and believing in the mission of Catholic Charities.